I have to say that despite what's going on overseas, causing this uncertainty in the markets, causing this red, XRP has actually held up pretty well, all things considered. Great bounce off of a range that has been our local resistance as of late. And I do need to talk about actually a new introduction to the XRP ecosystem, which actually could be a very big deal. And what we're actually seeing is things go a little bit opposite direction of most here. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. It's been growing like crazy, and it's all because of you guys. Now, what I will say here is that yes, XRP was red yesterday. Yes, XRP is in fact red today. But what we did do is we actually came down. We hit that 200-day moving average like we've talked about time and time and time again. Nice, strong bounce off of this, wick back up, and XRP is actually sitting at about $2.15. You have to remember that between basically $2.10 and $2.30 is a very comfortable range for XRP to exist in. We're seeing good defensive price. We're seeing retail accumulation take place. We're seeing whale accumulation take place. The exact things that you would hope to see from XRP here is exactly what we're seeing. It's not what we're seeing from the rest of the crypto market. All right. Now, with these wicks down, you could actually see XRP building a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders here. Just saying, potentially a rebound for XRP. We'll see what kind of gets into the market's butt today as the day progresses. Maybe it's a rocket to the upside, but I'm not going to say that yet because right now it's about 7:27 a.m. Central Standard Time. U.S. money is just waking up. The stock markets haven't opened, so we got a long way to go as the day moves on. I have to film most of these videos earlier in the day just because I have a 9 to 5 outside of here. I have other businesses that I deal with as well, so it's just my days end up getting pretty pretty condensed. So what I will say here is that we did in fact see something move the opposite direction of yesterday. Remember how we talked about this major imbalance, the record imbalance in terms of XRP? It's actually shifted. So we're now sitting actually at a long short ratio of 0.91. So there's now only a 9% imbalance in terms of longs and shorts. Yes, it's still on the short side, but we've actually either seen a lot of short profit taking or a lot more longs opened up. The general theme of the market has been a lot of long positions closed. So this is a little odd. And I think people realized once XRP got to support that they needed to close their positions, and that's exactly what they did. So XRP is looking a little bit more confident than the rest of the market right now, which is a very good sign. What I will say here is maybe it's the news that we got yesterday that USDC has actually come to XRP Ledger, which is a very big deal. Obviously, I think it's the second largest stablecoin in the entire crypto ecosystem. And this now opens up a much bigger path for interoperability with other chains. Not directly, but you could very easily see liquidity move from other ecosystems to XRP Ledger. That's a very big deal. For the most part, and much of its life cycle, just like some other chains in the space that I cover frequently here on the channel, XRP Ledger has kind of existed on an island, and it was really only those who were interested in, investing in what Ripple was doing and these advancements abroad and these big partnerships that were taking place and the actual use case for XRP itself that were really interested in acquiring XRP. Now you might see a little bit more speculation take place. This is obviously a pretty big deal, especially as we're accelerating towards potential spot ETF approvals. We're kind of stuck right now in the crap, of course, though. I don't want to gloss over this right now. There's obviously escalating tensions abroad between Israel and Iran, and that has been the big reason why the market has been dropping. Obviously, Israel struck Iran in Tehran, its capital, yesterday, and it sounds like this is going to continue for several weeks is the plan. Iran is vowing revenge. They've officially pulled out of nuclear discussions with the U.S., so this could get worse before it's better. Just understand that. But we'll just have to watch and wait and see how the market digests this. Sometimes there's a little bit of that shock factor, but then the market starts to calm down and, not to sound insensitive, but the market just frankly gets to a point where it doesn't care anymore. Obviously, any loss of life is not a good thing. I'm not condoning any actions abroad, and I just wish for peace in the world. That's apparently a big ask, and people just can't get along, but, it is what it is. We'll just have to deal with some of this uncertainty that we're dealing with in the market right now, and eventually we'll get to a point where the market is in a lot better state where we can in fact move past this, and hopefully it's all just sunshine and rainbows from there. But I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.